Kiana had always been excited about fresh starts. Moving into the old brownstone on Elm Street felt like turning to a blank page in her sketchbook. The place had a creaky hardwood floor. Sure, the building had that musty, lived-in smell, like it held onto memories a little too tightly, but she figured a few candles would fix that. She was 28, single after a chaotic breakup, and ready to rehab. The mirror in the bathroom, though. That thing was an antique. Framed in tarnished gold, clouding up effortlessly in the steam from her showers. She didn't think much of it at first. Her first night, she unpacked boxes until her arms swelled. Around midnight, she barged into the bathroom. The bulb flickered once, then bolstered. In the mirror, her reflection stared back, her brown eyes burnt out yet promising. She smiled, perfecting that new me grin. But as she leaned in to floss, something twitched. Just for a second, the woman in the glass blinked when she didn't. Kiana froze. She rubbed her eyes, faulting it on weariness. "Girl, get some sleep," she grumbled. The next morning, sunlight tilted through, banishing the weirdness. She dove into her day, freelance graphic design gigs, a quick jog, and grabbing takeout. By evening, she was pipped down to make a video call to her sister Maya. "This place is cute, right?" Kiana twirled her phone around the living room. Maya peeped. "Kinda dusty. What's with that mirror in the bath? Looks like it's from a haunted house movie." Kiana laughed. "It's retro," adds character. That night, she headed to the shower. Steam crammed the room, and she wiped a circle on the glass. As she reached for her towel, the reflection stalled. Her hand dropped in real life, but the mirror hand stayed up. Then, slowly, it waved. Not a warm wave, a thoughtful one, like a signal. Kiana's heart banged against her ribs. She stumbled on the wet tile and seized the sink to steady herself. When she eyed again, everything was ordinary. Her reflection mirrored her precisely, wide-eyed. She shook it off. But sleep didn't come easily. Dreams swirled around her, standing in front of the mirror, but the woman staring back, her hair pinned up in an old-fashioned style, and she was smirking like she knew a secret. The curiosity irked her. The next day, Kiana investigated the building's history. She wasn't one for ghost tales, but something felt off. A quick search pulled up aged articles about Elm Street, built for artists and musicians during the Harlem Renaissance. One name popped up, Elara Voss, a jazz singer who'd vanished in 1932. Rumors said she had been tangled in some shady scene, maybe a love triangle gone wrong. Nobody ever found it. The apartment, Kiana's apartment, had been hers. Coincidence, Kiana whispered, but her skin itched. She scrolled through grainy black and white photos. Elara looked familiar. Same high cheekbones, same full lips. If you replaced the bob haircut with curls, they could be sisters. That afternoon, she dodged the bathroom, using the teeny-weeny powder room instead. But curiosity pulled her back. Around dusk, she stood in front of the mirror again. "Okay, if you're there, show me something," her voice echoed, sounding silly. At first, nothing. Then, the reflection blurred. When it cleared, it wasn't Kiana anymore. It was Elara. She wore a beaded dress and pearls around her neck. The woman in the mirror pressed her palm flat against the glass, mouthing words Kiana couldn't hear. Kiana's breath fogged the mirror. She raised her hand, pressing back. A chill dripped through like touching ice. The apartment lights dimmed, and abruptly, sounds filtered in, jazz horns wailing, laughter from a crowded room. It wasn't coming from outside. It was through the mirror. Elara's lips moved again. "Help me." Kiana jerked back, breaking the connection. The room came back to normal. She grabbed her phone and called Maya. "You're messing with me," Maya said after Kiana spilled it all. "I'm not. It's like she's trapped or something." Maya paused. "Kia, you need to get out of there. Mum would say it's a spirit needing closure." Closure. The word stuck with Kiana. That night, she couldn't sleep. She researched more. Elara had been engaged to Marcus Hale, but he'd been killed in a rival gang hit. Elara disappeared the same night. Some said she ran off with his fortune, others whispered she'd been killed and hidden. At 3 a.m, Kiana snuck back to the bathroom. The mirror waited. She stared hard. "Elara, what do you need?" The shift came faster this time. The reflection transformed and Elara appeared, her eyes pleading. She pointed downward, then mimed pulling something up. "The floor?" Kiana whispered. Elara nodded vehemently, then faded as the lights flickered. Heart racing, Kiana grabbed a flashlight and a crowbar from her toolbox. The bathroom floor was tiled, but one section under the sink looked newer. She levered it. Tiles popped loose, revealing old wood planks. One board was loose. She yanked it up. Beneath was a small bundle wrapped in oilcloth. Inside, a pearl necklace like the one in the mirror, and a faded photo of Elara and a man. Marcus, probably. The letters were love notes, but the last one was different. It was from Elara, unfinished. "If they find me, know that I hid the key in..." A key? Kiana dug deeper. There it was, a small brass key. As she held it, the mirror fogged on its own. Elara reappeared, relieved. She mouthed, "Thank you." Then she reached out, as if handing something through the glass. Kiana felt a tug, like a breeze. Suddenly, illusions flooded her, Elara hiding the bundle as footsteps stumbled outside, her lover's enemies closing in. She had swallowed poison rather than be caught, collapsing right there. Her spirit clung to the mirror, waiting for someone to find her truth. The visions faded. Elara waved goodbye, and the reflection dissolved back into Kiana's face. Kiana sat on the floor, holding the artifacts. The next day, she took them to the Historical Society. They confirmed it. The key opened a long-lost safe deposit box with Marcus's fortune, not cash, but deeds to community buildings he had bought to protect from developers. Elara had hidden the proof to keep it safe. The story made local news. Artist uncovers jazz-era mystery. Kiana's apartment felt tender after that. The mirror just a mirror. She kept the necklace. And in her portraits now she drew women who looked a little like Elara. Fresh starts, she realized, sometimes mean finishing someone else's story.